Very good morning. It's Mark Leigh here. It is 10:05 Eastern. I'm in Vancouver Pacific time, which makes it 7 a.m., 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and 3 p.m. GMT. Already way well into the US session. Let's have a look at the dollar index. And that's a very strong sell-off we've seen as the US session now is underway. Not only continuing with yesterday's big sell-off, but adding to it. And we have support now just above the 104 level, 104.10. Strong sell-off continuing. Certainly negative sentiment for the US dollar. Bias is down, trend is down, and sellers now going to be looking at this support, November support at 103.28. Wow. Very strong sell-off in the US dollar. Continuing its run for the third consecutive day, and as I say, it's certainly picking up steam. If buyers do step in here, the first level on the upside is going to be to retake above 104, get to 105, but right now that does look a long way away. Let's see how it progresses, how the market progresses, and how the US dollar performs now that the US session is underway. Let's have a look at the S&P. S&P Wall Street has been open now for a good 30 minutes. Well, we can see that there was a gap up to start trading today from yesterday's close at 5,785. Opened today at 5,833, so gap up to start. Small red candle, so buyers, there is some demand at these levels. Buyers are pushing higher, and that's in keeping with the inverse relationship between US dollar index and S&P. US dollar index we saw very much lower, and S&P at this point sticking to that traditional inverse relationship and showing some strength. Buyers right now have taken it to 5,867. Let's have a look at gold. Gold putting in a little bit of a run, sitting at 2,920. We have a series the last 3 days of higher lows, which is encouraging. And resistance at 2,927 is the next resistance, the next target for buyers. That was set yesterday, that high at 2,927. Again, inverse relationship between gold and US dollar index. Could well see gold and perhaps the safe haven status associated with gold could all contribute and add to gold maybe getting a real push higher today and getting above that resistance of 2,927. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Brent oil continuing the strong sell-off and below the all-important $70 level, which is a tough level to break below, but it's done just that. It's set support at 69.11, right now sitting at 69.38. See if buyers can bounce with these levels. For the past 2.5 to 3 years, if I scroll back, have a look how far back I'm going, and you can see how we're here in 2023, and you can see how strong the support area around the $70, $71 has been. Buyers have always managed to step in and come back from these levels. So we'll see if that's the case, or if sellers can break below this 69 level like we're seeing now with this full steam of this push lower and oil just continuing this big sell-off. Buyers, of course, will want to look to retake the $70 level at a minimum if there's any kind of bounce or demand at these levels. Sellers keep going, and $69 would now be the next target on the downside. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin hanging around that the high 80,000 level, 87, 88, seems to have become kind of a comfort level yesterday and today. It's been as high today as 89,000, 90,000. So that's certainly the level that buyers will be looking to test and break above, where sellers will look at support at 86,000 and look to come to trade below that level. Long way to go. US session underway. European session coming to an end shortly in about an hour. Let's keep that discipline going and looking for opportunities all day through, going to the shorter time frames in many cases to look for relevant entry points, stop loss levels, take profit levels. Keep that discipline going. Let's stick to our strategies, and I'll see you at end of day report. Good trading.